Thank you very much, Senator. Senator Barrasso.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairman. Administrator Jackson, you made the newspaper today. This was the Washington Post, Tuesday, February 23rd. EPA chief lays out timetable for regulating greenhouse gas emissions. Last year in California, you spoke at the California Governor's Global Climate Summit in L.A. You stated in regards to your proposed tailoring rule, you said, by using the power and authority of the Clean Air Act, we can begin reducing emissions from the nation's largest greenhouse gas emitting facilities without placing an undue burden on the businesses that make up the vast majority of our economy. You went on to say, this is a common sense rule that is carefully tailored to apply to only the largest sources, those from sectors responsible for nearly 70% of the U.S. greenhouse gas emission sources. This now, you say, the EPA does not intend to subject the smallest sources to Clean Air Act permitting for greenhouse gas emissions any sooner than 2016. Well, is there a discrepancy here? Are small emitters such as hospitals, schools, nursing homes, other small businesses going to be captured after all in just a few short years by going beyond your tailoring rule to now incorporating this and capturing others?
I'm not sure I understand the question, Senator, but I'll try. Let me know if I don't get your question, if I don't understand the gist of it.
The gist of it is that in the past you said we're only going after the big emitters. We're not going to go after the small emitters. We're just going after the big guys because that's 70% of the problem. And now it seems that you're saying is, well, we're only going to go after the big guys now, but come 2016, we're going after everybody.
I see. I would refer you, Senator, to the rule proposal, the actual tailoring rule proposal, which talks about phasing in, about moving towards large sources at first and then phasing in the implementation of the Clean Air Act. I think that a very important thing to remember is that the United States Supreme Court told us that we had to follow the law under Mass versus EPA, and in using the Clean Air Act, I acknowledge that we have to do that. The other thing is to recognize that one of the things that has happened as a result of public comment is very good and numerous comments, especially from the states who would have to implement the Clean Air Act. States who want to implement the Clean Air Act, frankly, for greenhouse gases, about how administratively they would do it, how much time they need, and how to avoid an absurd result. All of those things are reflected in the information I gave in the letter yesterday, and of course will be reflected in the final rule when it
So I take it as a yes, you do plan to then go after small emitters after 2016 from that?
What we plan is to use the Clean Air Act in a reasonable and stepwise approach with lots of time so people will know what's coming.
So it's still a yes, though? It's still a yes. Right. Well, I got to get on to another question, but that's how I'm hearing your answer.